What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Shook, host of the Undrafted Outlaw Sports Show. Man, listen, if you want some real down south, Louisiana style Cajun food, you need to go check out DB's Cajun Kitchen. Yo, they got lobster and grits, seafood boils, signature fries, signature po' boys, signature egg rolls, and desserts. Oh, and my favorite, them gumbo tacos. Yo, they open from 11 to 8, Wednesday to Monday, 7 to 5:30 on Sunday. Located in North Las Vegas at 4343 North Rancho Drive. They even have to-go orders and catering. Hit them up, 725-780-1850, or go to the website, dbcajunkitchen.com. So, yo, don't just tell your friends about me. Tell them about DB's Cajun Kitchen.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows. Live 24/7. On hot7025fm.com.
Hey, it's Icarice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting. Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
This is Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM. What's up? Yes, it is your girl, Miss Connie. I am back for another Wig Wednesday, Hump Day, and Happy Hour. Welcome everyone in. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, we are about to get started with these hormones conversation. And as you have noticed this week, I have been dropping my flyers about menopause, men on pause, and man, watch out before I put these paws on you. The conversation is happening today. Okay. And I am not going to take up a whole bunch of time telling a whole bunch of nonsense because I have 2 guests in the house today. So that thus lessens the nonsense that I will be shooting from these chocolate lips today. Okay. But yes, welcome everybody in. I'm just giving you guys a minute to tune in and be turned on because I have a plethora of information for you all. And guess what? I got some education behind this vagication. Come on in here. I done already told you I am on the real clock. Okay. Not CPT time, folks. I'm back with the nonsense. It's your girl, Miss Connie. Okay. Levels of intimacy, the naked truth. Today, I am going to tell one quick story about how we came back on this here topic. So it's the naked truth. So sometimes I gotta go raw. What's up, Camille? Hey, Lady Lee, welcome in the house, ladies. I am at that 50 plus. I'm over that 50 hill, guys. And you know, I've been doing some things for, Stefan, 36 years. I've been shopping in the same hours and purchasing the same things. Hint, Okay. So it's time to go shopping. I'm in the aisle and I'm looking like shopping for these thousands of brands that they have here for us. And I said, wait a minute, Connie. I don't think you need that anymore. I'm like, okay, you haven't even had a cycle for months here. So I think we could take this off the list. So I think I became puzzled. So I turned around in the aisle, and what was on the other side of the sanitary napkins was adult Pampers. Let's talk about it. Incontinence, menopause. I'm going to introduce my guest today so they can explain to you why you have to add some things to the shopping list. Let's welcome into our home today, Miss Dawn, and also her partner, Matisha, into the house. Look, I said that real slow. Like, let me make sure I get this right. Welcome, ladies, into my house.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm so excited, guys. Like I said, I'm going to let them talk. Don, what's your naked truth? Let's get some information on you. Give them your name, your information of how we came about being a speaker for this topic. And what is your naked truth about menopause?
My naked truth about menopause is it's not enough education and communication about everything that surrounds menopause. So many women are just left in the dark when it comes to this topic. And you know, this who you're she was like, hey, I have this great idea. I wanted to partner with you to provide some assistance to ladies who are ascending into menopause. And I was like, say less, sis. You know, because I'm knocking at that door, 49 years old. And the second I turned 40, my cycle was just like, oh, you'll see me whenever.
Okay. It was like, play with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was really just like, I'll just show up whenever. Don't worry about it. It ain't going to be on no 28-day cycle no more. It's just whenever I feel like coming, I'll come. So, you know, for me, the longest I've gone now has been 60 days without it. And I know you're not officially considered in menopause until a full year without cycle. So I'm just, all right, we playing hopscotch with it. We just jumping in and out of this thing.
Listen, if you play with it, you will be at the playground playing hopscotch. Hint, hint, hint. But you know what? Give us an intro though before you could about even being educated in that field and bringing it to this conversation.
I started school for herbalism last year, and one of the, of course, learning about herbs. Some of the topics that we were talking about in class was menopause and herbs for women. Mm-hmm. Those were huge sections of my chapters in learning herbalism. So I was like, why not? I'm a woman. This is something I'm going through, so I'm going to learn as much as I possibly can about it so that I can help as many people as possible with this.
Okay. What made you take up herbalism?
Man,
that's where I wanted to go. Like,
so I've already been doing a bunch of stuff healing wise. I'm a Reiki master.
Okay.
So I've been doing that and, you know, buying crystals and also selling crystals and using crystals in my business. So and I started when I retired from the Air Force. I decided I did not want to be one of those veterans that was leaving the VA with a big grocery bag full of pharmaceutical meds. So I started looking into herbalism and different remedies and things like that. So I just started on slowly creeping on that path of making my own supplements and learning more about herbs and how they work with the body. And I was like, I might as well go to school for this. Mm-hmm. And so I ended up, in school taking classes for this.
Okay. So that's good information to know. So she's very well versed and very educated. So we can listen, guys, okay? Because you know we reach a certain age where it's hard for us to process information. Like, who is she? How she know? Okay, she just told you she went to school for it. Hello, she did not Google. She did not create a Pinterest board. She actually has been to school for it. Hence, this is why her partner decided to get with her, Matisha.
I love how you say my name.
Yes, I was not going to get that wrong. Introduce yourself and tell us, what is your naked truth?
Ooh, my naked truth is that first of all, my name is Matisha Suda. I am a certified functional nutrition counselor. I also went to school. I'm certified.
Okay.
And I've also been involved in a lot of healing modalities for almost the past 20 years. I've been a yoga teacher since 2015, but I've been a yoga practitioner for the past almost 30 years.
Okay.
So when I turned 46, my naked truth was that I thought I was pregnant because I just realized out of the blue that I hadn't had my cycle for 6 months. And of course that scared me.
Okay.
And then of course I took a test, found out it was negative, started talking to the women in my family, and they just said, oh, you're probably going through menopause, you're going to get through it. And that was all the information that I got. And I was like, okay, but what else? Like, what else can I expect? And there wasn't much other information given. So then I am a bookworm. So I just started digging, going down the rabbit hole about hormonal changes in women and menopause. And I saw all of this negative stuff about it. And I just decided via my mindset that I wasn't going to, I'm just waiting for menopause, or I'm just going to give up. I turned it into I'm ascending toward menopause, because this is a very beautiful time in a woman's life. It's just about, her mindset, her movement, how she moves. That's very important, how we get through menopause, and also nutrition. And Dawn was just the easy choice because, Dawn has always been, I've always used her services, in the past before we even started this business. And I just, chatted her up one day, and I was like, sis, I really want to do this. And as she said, say less. And, the rest is Black history.
Okay. Hey, listen. And this is, tell them the name of this event that you guys, or this business that you guys put together, what the business consists of, and what is the event that we are promoting today.
So you want to talk about the business and I'll talk about the event?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I love it. Teamwork.
Yes, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
So our business is called The Menopothecary.
Okay.
So it's kind of a play on words. We blended menopause with apothecary. So an apothecary is just like a collection of herbs or tinctures or whatever you want that you have in your collective to help you, heal yourself. So since Dawn is a herbalist, that's great. And so that fit really well. And I'm also a licensed esthetician. So I wanted to focus more on the sexy things about menopause. So she does the herbs and the tinctures, and I do the yoni oils, the yoni sprays, the yoni washes. So I focus everything around the poom poom, all the fun, sexy things, so that women can be more in touch with themselves. But we also have the wellness part too. And we're always creating new products so that women can experience things either by themselves or with their partners.
Oh, so that is the levels of intimacy. Now, it sounds like you was trickling over there a little bit into my business. So hold on, let's go back. Let's just discuss one of those items, okay, as far as product, and then the other product. What did you say? You create items, whether you love it on yourself or somebody else.
Yes. So I created yoni oils in assorted scents. So they come in peach, mango, pineapple. And what you do with that, you put that oil between your legs, you put it on your vulva, and it just has you smelling delectable. It's just really, really, it smells great. So that's
dessert
my top
is
seller.
ready.
Dessert is ready. Yes, get a fork.
I love it. I love it.
Yes. So so that's one of the products that I've created.
Okay. So now, Don, let's hear about this great event where we can get this good oil, okay, this good oil for your
So,
vulva.
This will actually be our her second, my first with her menopause event, ascending into menopause. And it's going to be at Queendom Cultivation next Saturday from 12 to 2. It is a free event.
Free.
Free event. And we're going to have a charcuterie board there.
Charcuterie, Dawn.
Yes, a charcuterie board. We're going to have a charcuterie board available. Charcuterie.
Okay.
But, and the Miss Mary, who is also Miss Martha, who is also a women's health specialist, is going to be there to answer any medical questions about menopause. So Matisha and I will both be talking about the different things that her and I do for the business side, the products that we offer, and how they essentially can help women who are ascending into menopause get through this phase of life more comfortably and still feel like the vibrant, beautiful, amazing woman that they are. Mm-hmm. And Miss Martha will be there, like I said, to answer any medical questions that they have about changes that are going on with their hormones and their body, and just, the inner workings of a woman's vagina.
Vagina. Yes, that is what we are always talking about. That is our main concern, is what that Gucci doing, girl. Like, we have to keep that thing together.
Yes.
But what's so funny, Don, is when you were talking to E, I was having a conversation with Matisha, and she said Dr. Martha used to be my doctor when I first moved here.
Wow.
Yes. And she came from like 9 referrals. My clients, a lot of my clients used to go to her. And actually, I was with Dr. Martha for years, and my insurance changed. And I paid the copay a few times, and then it was like, okay, well, you got insurance. So I found another great Black doctor. So, that was just funny when she mentioned Dr. Martha. And yeah, Dr. Martha been around for a long time here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
She know a lot of folk business out here. She is very well versed, because I used to do like a lot of high end, because I came to Vegas as a celebrity stylist, so I know a lot of video vixens, high end girl, working girls, escort, and I would ask people like, hey, who's the OBGYN here? Mm-hmm. And everybody went to Dr. Martha.
Wow.
And because she was actually she's on Jones now, but she was somewhere else before she moved there. In like a private, that was her private practice, but she came from someplace else. I don't quite remember, but I'm excited about that whole event, guys. So one more time, let them know the date, the time. They dropped. Okay, so Don has dropped the flyer in the comments. So make sure you guys click on that, get that information. But just one more time, ladies, give them that date and time over the mic, please.
May 18th, which is next Saturday, from 12 to 2 p.m. at Queendom Cultivation, 8450 West Sahara Avenue, and it is a free event with charcuterie available to all the attendees.
Look, because we all got to have a little snack. So, okay, That's funny. She got the charcuterie board, and she stressed that. So it's going to be some good stuff on that board.
It is.
So let's talk about the event. You guys said this is the second event. So the first event was when, and were you anticipating a second, or was it just like, hey, let's have a conversation, and then it went?
The first event was probably 6 months ago.
Okay.
Around there,
yep. Yeah. Dawn was actually an attendee at that event.
Okay.
And it went really well. We had a great turnout, and we also had a charcuterie board there too.
Okay.
Because we got to have our snacks.
Gotta have a snack.
And this event is actually Dawn's doing. Dawn was like, hey sis, you want to do another event? I was like, all right.
Okay.
And here we are, because as we have been vending, because we do vend around the city as well, we vend our products, and they do well. People start asking, and the interest was peaking. So I think Dawn just kind of peeped that and was like, sis, we need to do another event. So we are.
Okay. So, hey, listen, Everybody. And this is not a 50 thing. This is not a woman thing. I think menopause, the conversation about menopause, the conversation about postpartum should be an education for anyone that lives in the home. This is not just a woman thing, because you need to understand as a husband why I just threw all your shit outside. You know, like he made a comment earlier, you know, like me and Matisha mentioned that this is that age where divorce is on the rise. You guys seen me live yesterday at an event. You heard, okay, the client walk up to my booth and say, I see you do divorce parties, because it was on my banner. I said, oh, yes, I do. Whether you're loving them or leaving them, it's a party. Let's celebrate, you know, whether you found somebody or found your damn self. That's the real, to me, that's the definition of menopause, because there are none given, because you are going to be in your true, authentic self, because so many people will show up that it's a losing battle. You have to be your authentic self with people, and these relationships are ending. So men, please be careful how you are handling us. Teenagers, please don't make us repeat ourselves. Do you have children in the house, Don?
I have an adult, so I don't have to worry about her.
Okay.
Because our relationship.
How old is she?
She's 24.
Children?
No, she doesn't have any. So my daughter's 24. She, like I said, she's an adult. So, you know, we talk regularly too about a variety of different things. So, you know, and I've started talking to her about menopause and the changes of life and all of that stuff. So I'm fortunate. I only have one. She is an amazing adult. I can't call her. Well, she's still my child. That's still my
Right.
But you know, we have an amazing relationship. So my changes, I'm very, like, anything that I've gone through in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, I always share with her, because I want her to learn from my experiences so that she doesn't have to necessarily go through these things unprepared, because life is still going to happen. You know what I mean? As much as I would love to protect her from everything, I can't. Even the changes within her body, all I can do is tell you what I know, tell you what I've experienced, and answer any questions that you have for me. So for me, it's easy, you know, and being in a new relationship at this point in my life with somebody who understands, you know, I'm entering the change of life. Like, I don't have to go through we had all of these years, and you know what I mean? It was kind of me just taking care of the household like most women do. We get to, you know, navigate this journey together from a starting point of him learning all of my changes and everything like that. So I'm very fortunate in that aspect.
That was my next question. Like, how is menopause showing up in your relationship?
So I am still very much perimenopausal. I'm not full menopausal yet. So little changes here and there. And anything that goes on with me, you know, when it comes to intimacy, we talk about, so that, you know, he's in the know. Like, I don't want to blindside him with anything. So again, he's very understanding, very supportive. So I can't complain about that.
There's no complaints. Matisha, how is menopause showing up in your relationship?
Menopause is showing up. It's showing up. However, when I first started feeling physical changes, and even emotional changes, I did let my partner know. So my husband, he is very aware of what is going on. And I can see he has attempted to be more sensitive to my needs. And especially because for me, I have a huge need for isolation. And it's, you know, and I've even had people call me, they're like, oh, you don't call me no more. And they take it like really offensive, you know? And I'm just like, no. I've always kind of been a loner, but I'm even more so now. I will pop out when I have to, but you know, I am really I love isolation. I love creating by myself. And so my partner allows me to do that. So that's been very helpful for me. But communication is very important during this time in your life, just because if you don't communicate, sometimes men, no diss to men, they can be a little oblivious anyway to what women are going through and what they need. So women, we have to speak up. You just have to let your husbands or partners know this is what you're going through, this is what you're experiencing, this is what you need, and hopefully they can accommodate.
Okay. So I feel, and Matisha doesn't have children. I learned that prior to the show. So that's why I didn't ask her about as far as how it's affecting her with her children. I want to say for me, menopause is, I've always been me, authentically myself. But what I'm noticing, like my partner told me today, and I was like, I got to get up, I got to do this. He was like, you need to go to sleep. So I'm battling insomnia. So I'm already a workaholic. And now it's like, girl, like I'm literally trying to figure out I think I went to sleep probably at about 4:00 this morning. And I was back up at about 8.
May I ask a question? How late do you eat at night?
Well, I just did a good cleanse, lost 11 pounds. Hello. Okay, but I think I gained back 4 because I did eat a pizza last night at like 11 o'clock.
Okay, so just from that, your body, when you are going through menopause, you really have to treat it very gingerly. You have to be very aware about the times that you eat.
Yes.
And because when your digestive system is working overtime that late, it gets so heated up, your liver, that it will wake you up. So if
that's the hot flashes.
Well, Dawn has a tea for that too. Dawn has a tea in the tincture.
And
she has all the things. I take all of her things, and I'm telling you, I float through my day. But the point is, you have to incorporate some type of intermittent fasting. I do not eat after 8 p.m. I do not ingest any food after 8 p.m. I sleep like a baby. And I suggest that you try it and let me know how it goes.
But I don't eat until sometimes 4:00 in the afternoon. I don't wake up eating.
Okay, but that's okay. I don't either.
Fasting?
My window is from, not if you're eating at 11. 11, that's too late because your digestive system is active. It's active. So you have to choose your 8-hour window of eating. So for me, I eat from noon to 8. Before noon, I'm having my fresh juice. I'm having my herbal tea, Dawn's tea, which I love. It has motherwort, sage, and spearmint. She can explain that. But you have to be very disciplined and regimented because basically our hormones, it's almost like going through another form of puberty, but as an adult. Yeah. That's what it is.
No, I got up out my bed and went and got a Snickers.
That's not the thing to do, Connie.
I got up and got a Snickers at about 1:40 in the morning. No. Like, I was like, I know that I was asleep chewing it. Because literally when I woke up, I was dying because the nuts was stuck in my throat. And I was like, what is happening? Like, even last night, I went and got that pizza. I went in there to get a salad and came out with a spinach pizza. Okay, that's better. But no, because it had all that feta cheese. Then I went to the store and bought pistachios. I haven't had pistachios, God knows when. And I'm thinking I'm doing better because I just buy the miniature Snickers instead of like the king size.
No.
But I ate them all last night and I just did a detox.
You can't do that.
I don't know.
When you're going through menopause, your body leaves no room for that, Dawn. Chime in, please.
Look, he said we are not snack shaming.
Yes, we is.
Help us out. I tried the cucumbers. I ate all the cucumbers. I did eat cucumbers and celery, but I was like, I needed something else. Like I woke up like it was like a monster.
You don't have to eat rabbit food, but you just have to eat. No, you don't have to eat rabbit food all the time.
You
but
have to eat intentionally.
Yes, and nutrient dense food. Because when you eat food that is nutrient dense,
like peanut butter and jelly?
No, when you eat nutrient dense food, your body is going to start detoxing naturally from the bad processed sugars.
So, but peanut butter.
Peanut butter is fine.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
she's talking about peanut butter and jelly.
No, just the peanut butter. A tablespoonful of peanut butter.
See, and I was doing that, and then I started adding bread.
And what type
2
of bread?
pieces.
So now are we talking Ezekiel bread, white bread, whole grain bread? What
Wonder
kind of bread?
Hawaiian bread.
Oh, no.
So
Butter
listen,
bread. I love
Ezekiel
it.
bread is amazing. Not only for,
I
just
bought
in
some.
general health.
I got some too. I got some Ezekiel bread, but I had bought just in case. I had got some Hawaiian potato
And listen,
bread too.
I feel you because I have to monitor, myself too, because I know my weaknesses and snacks. So I intentionally will buy healthy snacks.
Mm-hmm. Me too. That's why I had to get up and go to the gas station to get it.
Like
'cause I didn't bring
when
it
I
in the
go
house.
grocery shopping, like I'll buy healthy snacks like nut balls and things like that with peanut butter and So my snack game is getting a little better.
Oh, like a
but it's
Rocher?
something like that, but it's a healthier version, gluten free, all that good stuff.
You got to drop that one in the link now.
Sprouts.
See if I can find a healthy Rocher.
Listen, I'll text it
Chocolate
to you. I'll
ball
text it to
with
you when I
some
get home.
Caramel and
So
yes, give it to me.
So my thing for me is learning how to be more intentional on what I eat, because not only am I going through menopause, being perimenopausal, I also have fibroids and I also have PCOS. So that's
My friend has PCOS. I'm gonna have to give her your number.
Yep, because I make a tea and a tincture for that too.
Mm.
So outside of the things that I do with Matisha from Apothecary, me being an herbalist, I have herbal remedies for a lot of other stuff. I just strained my prostate tincture today. So for the, you know what I mean? So because we need help.
E said all natural jelly ain't gonna work. She wants Smuckers. I'm with you, E. I'm like, if we got Ezekiel bread, Jesus, let me have some Smuckers.
And can I just add tag on to
Welch's.
the bread? Ezekiel bread is great because I do use that, but also sourdough bread.
I love
Sourdough bread is great for women going through menopause because it has a lot of probiotics in it.
Say less, because I love me some sourdough.
It is
Me too.
it's wonderful, and it has a beautiful fermentation where it doesn't like sit in your gut for too long.
It
and
breaks
it
down.
actually works as like a broom to flush out all of the other food that you ate. So sourdough bread and Ezekiel, those are the only two breads that I eat. But even with that, I only allow myself to eat bread. But this is just me because I've been doing this a long time, like twice a week.
Okay. Okay.
So E is asking, is natural jelly okay to eat?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so she's like, no,
but
I'm
I
saying
thought we
is
were supposed to only eat jam. Somebody said you shouldn't eat jelly, eat jam.
Jam.
Well, this is
Jam is very good. Yeah, strawberry jam.
Jams.
Yeah, you can make blueberry
because
jam.
jelly does have gluten and a bunch of bad stuff.
But if you go to the either
Natural.
Sprouts or Whole Foods, you
Yeah.
can find anything without all the bad stuff in it.
Okay.
So again, you have to be intentional in the grocery store.
You do.
And like I said, don't get me wrong, because I'm, there's a whole lot of stuff that I still eat
'Cause
that
I'm
I'm
about to get
definitely
mad.
not supposed to be eating. So, but I limit myself on those things, because when you try to just go cold turkey cutting a bunch of stuff out, you setting yourself up for failure. You
Never
gotta,
successful.
baby step your way into
Mind
it.
over matter. And you know
Yep.
what? I think we said a very powerful word here. And I know I'm familiar with it and you guys are familiar with it, but a lot of you don't know, because I think all of us are having conversations with people who don't really have a network of women within their family and their close
Circles.
that they're able to have these levels of intimate conversations with. Probiotics, women, please.
They make a probiotic for women over 50, which is
I am
great for
firm
women.
about a probiotic. Like
Going through
it is
menopause.
like
Yep.
magic for our bodies. You have to take your probiotics. You have to get this healthy bacteria. You have to, be, like you said, intentional about some things. And you always say that if you don't know something, you don't know. But if you know something and you're not doing it, then you're textbook ignorant,
Right.
And I realized that my naked truth is I am ignorant, because I know that I should not be eating 3 to 4 peanut butter jelly sandwiches a day on butter bread, but it's like a freaking addiction. And then I'm a computer. I'm always like working, so it's quick,
Nuts.
Raw nuts.
Listen, I used to eat nuts all the time, peanuts, because this show is crazy. Peanuts. And then I found out that they were being genetically modified, and I kind of stopped for a minute.
So you have to get the all natural ones.
Right. So, everything is all natural. And I stopped eating them, and then you got to be careful about diverticulitis too when you're eating all them nuts, because I love almonds, I love cashews, but the body, we aren't even supposed to be consuming nuts like that.
So again, being intentional about your snacks. Some hummus and some vegetables.
I love hummus. Hummus is good.
Hummus and some vegetables always hit.
Yeah.
And
not
your body-
pita bread though, huh?
Yeah, it depends, because there's some pita bread that's made with like oat bran and flax that is like really good, but your body will tell you what it likes usually within 15 to 20 minutes of eating it.
Listen,
if you start
that's real.
sneezing, or if you start itching, your eyes start watering, you have to really pay attention.
That's
you got to
real.
go into your personal laboratory and figure out, oh, my body doesn't like that.
That's real.
I have a sensitivity to that. And you have to be extremely, extremely conscious of what your body does after you consume something. That's very important. And also monitor your poop. You have to monitor your poop.
If it's on top is what? If it's on the bottom is what? They say if it's floating it's grease.
That's what they say, but I look more at the shape and the consistency.
Oh,
yeah.
Because it should not be like
loose,
German Shepherd. It should be more like poodle.
And if it's loose and you're always having diarrhea, you're definitely having like digestive issues. If you have problems pushing, like constipation, that's not good. And I've worked with women that poop like once a week.
Wow.
You should be pooping every day.
God.
Food in, poop out. That's just the rule. You should be pooping at least twice a day.
And they need to get that little stool by your toilet. I'm a firm believer in that, because I'm not pushing anything. The body should naturally release.
Yes.
But I used to be vegan, so that is so true, because like that pizza, I had to really think hard about it. I did. And it was a strike, but I knew that my nose was going to be running. My sinuses were going to be bothering me because of the cheese on the pizza.
Yeah.
So you are right. Your body will tell you when it's all bad. Like,
and most people don't pay attention.
Yeah.
They are slaves to their taste buds.
Yeah. Because I don't eat grease. So I'm not the chicken wing girl. Like, I don't want it. I don't want Wingstop. Like, I can't even chew it. Like, I don't like grease in my mouth. When I get my honey buns, I have to put them in the microwave, because if that grease is in there.
But it's still in there, Connie. Connie, it's still in there.
It's the reactions for me. She like, honey bun in the microwave.
First of all, the microwave.
In the plastic.
Don't
I'm
put
dead.
All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Textbook ignorant. That's what that is. It's just,
you'll stop when you're
stop
ready.
looking at her, Don. Stop looking at her.
That's
like,
what we do.
girl.
That's how we communicate.
Right. Like, she need help, Jesus.
Come on through the program, Connie. Come on to our program.
I am coming to the program because we laughing right now, but literally, like, me and my mom have a really good relationship about these topics, and everything that my mother went through, I'm going through, because I never have like cold water. I am a room temperature drinking water person.
That's good.
Now I am making ice water because I'm so hot from eating too late at night and then drinking and coagulating all this grease in my body. I am fully aware that
I live by a motto, which is how I switched. I mean, I've been pretty good about my nutrition for a long time, but nothing tastes as good as healthy and balanced feels. Just get that in your mind.
Yeah.
Nothing
Say
tastes,
it one more time.
Nothing tastes as good as healthy and balanced feels.
That's real. Because when I was vegan, but then I was so skinny. My kids said I was looking like a pear's head.
Oh.
My son was like, okay, Mom, like, yo.
It be your own kid.
He like, your head looking real big on your neck right now. I was like, what? I was like, oh my God. Like, then I started with a piece of chicken. And then, as soon as I got that animal in my throat, it was Ronald McDonald.
Did she say animal? Oh my gosh.
In her throat, like, oh.
All right. It's like, here we come. Here come a ribeye. They just, why'd you make that face?
Because I don't eat pork.
I don't eat pork. Ribeye, steak.
Oh, I don't eat beef either.
Okay. I don't eat no pork. I haven't ate pork in almost 40 plus years. Like, I don't mess around. I don't even like the smell of bacon. But I'm leaving that pig alone. That cow. Because I don't drink milk. I've never drank milk.
That's good.
Never drank milk, but I will chew. I won't drink them, but I have been known to chew.
Wait,
Cheese.
what? Oh.
Talking about cheese.
Okay.
I'm talking about a cow. I'm talking about meat.
Oh.
Okay. A ribeye. The cow, the milk. I don't drink the milk, but I will eat the back.
You.
All right. All right. Okay, cool.
So you don't eat meat either?
No, ma'am.
How long?
About 14 years now.
How long?
Oh, I'm not a vegan.
Oh, so what do you eat?
I eat chicken and fish.
Okay, lamb.
Oh. Chicken, fish. See how none of those said lamb?
You don't eat lamb chops, girl? Shoot.
I do miss some lamb.
Man, girl, and I make a good herb crust and put it, But I digress. I'm working on myself. So I think, how do we need to prepare ourselves for this event? Are we getting ready to leave out of here not liking you guys?
No. Oh my God, do you not like us now?
No, I don't. So, I feel like I'm being judged.
No.
I'm just playing.
This is a judgment-free zone. This is a soft, safe place for women to land so that they can discuss anything that they want to discuss about this ascension toward menopause that they can't ask their family, or maybe they may be too embarrassed, or maybe they just don't have anyone to talk to. And Dawn and I going through it now, and then Miss Martha being the medical professional, this is really a safe sister circle. So no, it's
no men,
it's
just
not
women.
No men this time, but we will
is there
have
a
something
cap
for
on the
men.
women?
We had 25. We're at 24. However, people do not show up, so just come.
Okay.
Just come.
Age wise,
anybody.
If you have a vagina,
you're welcome.
You should come.
Okay.
Because at some point, if you're in your teens, 20s, at some point you're going to get to this age, and this is going to be something that you're going to deal with. So the sooner you start learning about all of this stuff, the better prepared you can be when that time comes.
And not just that, I have a lot of clients. They started in their 30s, and there's factors that make you go into early menopause, like, our sisters who are smokers. That's going to throw you into early menopause. That is number one.
Is that specific type of smoking? Is that cigarette? Let them know. Is that
cigarettes?
Cigarette, not. But people think, oh, I smoke weed. But if you're smoking in tobacco, it's kind of the same thing.
It can be the same thing, yes. And then also women who have had hysterectomies, you are in automatic menopause.
Yeah,
you've gone all the way through.
So I had an ectopic pregnancy, like in 93. But I then got pregnant with my son, Dante, and he was a twin, actually. So although I only had one tube, I still was able to conceive a twin. No, I didn't conceive. I actually got pregnant with twins, but I was only I only birthed one child. But it did shock my body and send me into an early menopause. So I want to say I've probably been in perimenopause almost like 10 years.
Yes, and it could take 10 to 18 years.
And had very bad postpartum. And when I did the show on postpartum and menopause, it's literally literally just a slither of a hormonal difference. So I say if you never really got the care for postpartum and then you done got old and menopause, I'm postpartum and menopausal. That's where I'm at with it. It's a chemistry setup here going on. Because I'm just, I remember blowing up, but now I'm just, you canceled. I just can't even, I'm not even about to even have all these conversations with you. You just like go ahead on someplace. But it's been a very, very serious show. It's been very, very educational. But you know, they don't know. But y'all know because y'all been watching me. So I got to ask one more question. How is menopause showing up in your sex life? Who first?
So again, with me still just being perimenopausal, nothing yet.
But I mean, do you think your level? So, naked truth, you don't have to answer. From the moment you began your sexual journey till now, you know, and just remembering that first orgasm, that first moment, that first touch, and it's like, and then where you're
Still
at
there.
Now,
Still there.
Okay.
Nothing has
Because,
changed.
and I think I needed to hear that because some people are like, oh, I'm dry, my libido is down. And I'm like, that's not everybody.
It's not everybody. Every woman is different.
So the awesome thing about that is she has some pussycat capsules for women who
That's pussycat out.
yes,
Pussycat.
who deal with dryness. So I'll let her talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the products I created was pussycat capsules.
Okay.
And for the women who have it within a couple days. And it is very effective.
Slippery when wet.
Yes, slip and slide.
Okay. Look at it's the face for me.
Yes,
Like
slip and slide.
slip and slide. Like
Yes.
It was like, listen, I know not only am I a client, I'm also the president.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And I just had this conversation yesterday with who in the world was I have so many conversations with people, but I just said, you know, when you are even when you don't have children in the house, when you first start having sex, then you have children in the house, then you don't have children in the house, and then you reach menopause. It's like different levels of intimacy. Because there's some level of fun to having children in the house and sneaking. You know, like, oh, let's hurry up and sneak it in, you know? Then they're gone and you wish to God somebody would show up because it's just too much going on. Like, I think somebody's at the door. And it's like, nobody's at the door. I'm like, oh my God, what freaking time is it? This is just too much action. But then you kind of like, at 50, you become more, I think, not even 50, I'm gonna say menopause, you become more of the initiator. Like, listen,
Yeah.
what do I do?
But again, every woman is different because some women lose their libido for years.
I think that got a lot to do with their partner and their diet.
No, we can't hormone shame. Can't do that because every woman is different.
Hormones, those hairs.
Yep. So taking herbs actually will help to revive the libido, which is, you know, my menopause tea helps balance out your hormones and helps get that back activated. And because that's really what it is. When you start to lose your libido, it's a hormonal imbalance. So you have to bring it back into homeostasis in order for that part of your life to come back alive.
Do you think it has anything to do with non-sexual activity? It's the looks that
As far as what?
like the clitoris, you know, your libido.
No. It's literally, so when you start to lose all of that, it's a hormonal imbalance. So it's going to take you getting your hormones back in balance for your libido to come back alive.
Maybe. Okay.
Because I will say for 2 years, I lost my libido. And not only did I lose my libido, I lost my orgasm. When I would attempt to masturbate, I would get right at the edge of orgasming, and it was like a firecracker, and then someone just dumped water on it.
Wow.
And then I went into like this experimental phase with myself.
Right.
And yeah, I lost
You
my...
have to.
And it's called anorgasmia. It's a real thing that happens to women who have a hormonal imbalance. And like, as Dawn said, until I got my hormones back balanced, I met my orgasm again. Thank you. And I, can't get enough.
Okay. I love it. And it's just funny because I'm listening. What did he say? Near just doesn't even taste the same. Okay. I don't know what that's talking about, but
Near.
Something she said that earlier, so I don't know what it was in reference
to.
Okay.
I just saw that. But I'm just saying it's funny how we all are talking about one thing, but because of our areas of expertise per se, we have different diagnosis for it. Because me being a bedroom candy boutique consultant, that is /11002 consultant ID, we are educated about the clitoris and the nerves. And I always tell people, if you have a brand new car and never started up, then that boy is not going to run right. Like, we are born with these things. So I get a better understanding from a hormonal perspective, and also, from that care and just having that information and knowledge and then putting those things together. But I'm going to say, if you don't have $14.99 for herbs and $22 for some pineapple oil, okay? What you better do is take your behind in there and get some coconut oil, okay? And do a little bit of massaging and get that monkey going, because clitoral atrophy. Do you?
Yes.
That's not hormonal.
No.
Hello. This is what I'm saying. So I get what you're saying, but I know that if you're going to get the monkey jumping, you better get some cables. You got to get that thing jump started. You can take all the herbs and drink all the tea all you want, but you gotta put some action to it. Faith without works is dead. I mean, what I got to say?
You right.
If you don't use it, you lose it. That's for sure.
Hello. Yeah. So, this is good information, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you something. Matisha gonna get you all the way together, smelling right, real good, forked up, okay? Then we got Don over here gonna give you the good brew to keep it all going and moving. And once you get your hormones in order and your pussy presentation is up to par, okay, then I have that next level item, okay, to make it all make sense. Okay, because whether you love it on yourself or somebody else, I got something for you. Okay, and I know y'all waiting for my cat out the bag, but the cat out the bag was these two special ladies here. I wanted to make sure that you concentrated on the event. And I don't care if you're going through menopause, you think you going through menopause, if you haven't been through it, if you're dealing with a mother, a sister, somebody, you got a vagina, it's coming. Okay, it is coming. Let's be prepared for something. Lord Jesus, we ain't prepared for birth, death, a period. Okay, please, we give you the information. Use it. One more time, ladies. Give them the information.
May 18th from 12 to 2 p.m. at Queenum Cultivation, 8450 West Sahara. It is a free event. So even if you did not sign up on Eventbrite and you just want to slide on through, come on through, come get this information, come get you some products, come nibble on the charcuterie board and have you a great time in sisterhood and community, and find women who you can relate to and build your own community and start to share this information with others.
Yes.
Martisha, would you like to add?
Dawn did a beautiful job.
So how do we go about if we are not in the if they can't make the event, how do they find you and your items?
The Men Apothecary on Instagram.
Okay.
We have our business page on there, The Men Apothecary.
Okay.
And then we also have a website. It is themenapothecary.squarespace.com.
Okay. Can you guys make sure you put that when you put it in the chat so that everybody can have that?
Absolutely.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. My guests Don and Martisha, and I myself, as Miss C, levels to this shit. But I'm always gonna bring you the naked truth. Okay. We want to thank you for tuning in and listening and being in the moment with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. And give somebody grace that's over 37, okay? Because she is in perimenopause. Leave her alone. Let her handle her business, please. Jesus and kids, leave your mama alone. Just pick it up. Pick it up and let it go. I love you all. Make sure you washing really good. It's really hot outside. Make sure you get your probiotics. Make sure you hit up Tisha and go over there and get you some pineapple vulva cream and some tea.
Oil.
Oh, sorry, cream. It's oil. Not cream. Cream causes dryness. It's dry rub.
It's
so
oil.
it's oil. Okay. And hopefully we will see you all at the event. What's that location? Not the event, but what's the location name?
Queendom Cultivation, 8450 West Sahara Avenue.
Okay. You heard it here. We'll see you there. Have a great night. Please be careful in traffic and wear extra deodorant if you only shower once a day because you stink. Love ya.